Ever wondered about the exact use of the word must in English grammar? Well, we're about to unravel that mystery for you. Must is what we call a modal verb. It's a special kind of helper that adds a certain flavor to the main verb it's paired with. When we use must, we're often talking about obligation or necessity. Imagine you're setting down some rules or conditions that need to be met. For example, you might say, you must wear a mask in the store. Or perhaps you're laying out your priorities for the day. I must finish my homework before I can play. In each case, must is underlining a requirement, something that has to happen. So, must is our go-to option when we want to express obligation or necessity, and that's the first part of our journey into the intriguing world of must and have. Now let's dive into the versatile world of have. As a main verb, have is used to indicate possession or existence. It's like the word is holding up a sign that reads, "Look over here. There's something you need to know." When you say, "I have a cat," you're telling the world about your feline friend. It's a simple, straightforward way of stating that something is in your possession or within your existence. Similarly, if you say, "We have a house," you're sharing a piece of your world, letting everyone know that there is a house that belongs to you. But have isn't satisfied with just one job. No, it's a bit of a workaholic, pulling double duty as an auxiliary verb. In this role, have helps to form the perfect tense, which is used to indicate actions that are completed relative to the present, the past, or the future. For instance, if you say, "I have finished my work," you're using have to signal that the action of finishing your work is completed at the present moment. But wait, there's more. Have also moonlights as a way to indicate obligation or permission. It's like a traffic cop, directing actions and laying down the law. When you say, "You have to be at the meeting by 8 a.m., you're using have to impose an obligation. It's a polite but firm way of saying, "This is what needs to happen." And that's the magic of have. It's more than just a verb. It's a chameleon, changing its function depending on the context. It can indicate possession, existence, and even obligation or permission. It's a testament to the flexibility and depth of the English language, showing us that even the simplest words can wear many hats. So the next time you use have, give a nod to its versatility. It's certainly earned it. Let's quickly recap what we've learned about must and have. Firstly, must. This is a modal verb, and it's all about obligation or necessity. It's the word we use when something is essential, when it's not just a suggestion, but a requirement. Like when we say, "You must wear a mask in the store," or when we're setting a condition for ourselves, as in, "I must finish my homework before I can play." Must signals that what follows isn't negotiable. Now let's move on to have. This is a bit of a chameleon in the English language, changing its meaning depending on context. As a main verb, have is all about possession or existence. When you say, "I have a cat," or "We have a house," you're using have to show that you own or possess something. But have can also be an auxiliary verb, helping to form the perfect tense or to indicate obligation or permission. When you say, "I have finished my work," you're using have to indicate an action in the past that has relevance to the present. And when you tell someone you have to be at the meeting by 8 a.m., you're using have to express a requirement or obligation. So, in a nutshell, must is your go-to for expressing necessity or obligation, while have is a versatile word that can show possession, existence, or even an obligation, depending on the context. So the next time you're writing or speaking in English, remember these rules for must and have. They'll make your communication clearer and more precise.